Season 2 of Wonderkid FC Rivals. Last season, if you missed it. So Wonderkid City won the league in League 2. Wonderkid Wanderers came second. Right, let's have a look. Who wants to look at their Wonderkid? Let's have a look at... Who should we look at? Let's have a look at Gavin Brash, first of all. Left back, played 32 games in the league, 1 assist, no goals, with a 6.91 average rating. Great physicals then. Great physicals. Now got 11 caps for the British Virgin Islands. Obviously a regular for the club still. Hasn't been pushed out by any signings yet. His favoured personnel is FM Llama. 32. He's Gavin Brash 32, but his number's 23. He's going to be livid. He's going to be livid. Right, Liberty, let's have a look at you. All-encompassing defender here. Looks like you're mainly playing as a left-back, possibly. You played 37 games in League 1, getting a goal and a player of the match on a 6.88. 12 caps for the British Virgin Islands. Model citizen. And another solid season. Nothing. You're not amazing. You're not pulling up any trees with your attributes up here. Or not your attributes, with your stats. But you're doing good. RC, you want to have a look at yours? You are in Wonderkid City, aren't you? RC24, wearing the number 21 shirt. You played 36 games in League 1, 8 assists and 1 goal with a 7.25 average rating. So the best of the ones we've looked at so far. 9 caps for the US Virgin Islands and 1 goal. So you've got your goal. Another solid season. You built on it from last season. You've done better in League 1 than you did in League 2, actually. Attribute-wise, that crossing, dribbling, finishing, first touch. Absolutely smashing it. Ducky, you want to have a look at yours? So the right winger, or the central attacking midfielder and striker, the 15-15-16 on the Holy Trinity. Another one with 36 games, but with 23 goals. So you got 23 goals in 36 games, but only got a 6.95 average rating. Yeah, the physicals are crazy. Physicals are crazy. As our Duckies here, an enthusiastic forward, 6 goals in 10 caps. For the British Virgin Islands. Again, built on it. 41 and 81 now over the course of 2 seasons for Ducky. So absolutely smashing season for him. Eramalayan, you want me to have a look at you? Where are you? Defensive midfielder / central midfielder. So it looks like they may have retrained you. I'm not sure if you started as a DM and they've retrained you as a central midfielder. But you played 13 starts. You didn't start that many, but you had 24 appearances off the bench. So you actually played in 37 League 1 games, in 6 assists and 2 goals, 6.75 average, 11 caps for the British Virgin Islands, no goals. Physicals aren't quite as high as some of the other guys, but mentals are maybe a touch higher. Good technique, tackling, passing, marking, first touch. Good, not amazing. Very good, in fact. But compared to some of the other Wonderkids, not amazing, Eramalayan. So maybe you've got a little bit more work to do. You've already got the trait of come deeps to get the ball. Christos, can you look at me? Of course I can, Christos. So, you've got a lot of positions. You've been playing all over the place. Looks like they've traded you as a right winger now. 10 caps for the US Virgin Islands and 1 goal. You played 43 games in League 1. 8 assists and 2 goals. Tireless defensive midfielder, apparently. Again, similar to Eramalayan, but maybe a bit different as you've been being trained out on the wing, which is a bit strange. You're getting game time though, Eramalayan. Don't worry. Don't worry. You had 40 starts in League 1, which is, I think, the most out of everyone we've looked at so far. So, but there's a lot to hope for still, so don't worry. So you've played 83 games. You've pretty much played every league game possible in the first 2 seasons. So where do you think we finished, guys? I think we had some predictions that there were some people that were thinking that it was one team was going to win the league and another team get the playoffs. Christos reckons City came second and Wanderers came 4th. Right, let's have a look. Wanderers have won the league and City have finished second. Wanderers have won the league on 109 points and City have come second on 101 points. Ducky getting the golden boot. So the teams have literally swapped places because last season it was City that won League 2 and Wanderers came second. I mean, the ultimate goal of this save is for one of these teams to win the Premier League and Champions League. I think it's on sooner rather than later, to be honest. Right, let's have a deep dive. Let's look at Wanderers as they won the league. So their finances have tanked a little bit. They're only down to 500k, but obviously getting promoted into the Championship is probably going to help with that a little bit. Info-wise, It's Clicks is now an icon, with FM Llama being a favoured personnel, the manager. FM Llama is the manager of Wonderkids, if you didn't know. Of Wanderers, if you didn't know. As you can imagine, it's solely made up with Wonderkids. Let's have a look at the transfer history. So they signed, did they sign it at the end of last season? Yeah, they signed a couple of players at the end of last season. Kieran Brennan and Harry Forster came in. So Harry Forster actually played 26 games in the league. So he's forced somebody out of position there a little bit. Kieran Brennan he actually played 37 games as a centre-back. So it's kind of good, actually. It's actually quite good. Although you always want your Wonderkids to be playing, we do need to be signing good players in and around our teams as well. Let's have a look at the transfers for City. It doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, they did. They signed Cody Collins, a left-back who isn't playing, and Max Melbourne, another left-back who's barely playing. So, yeah, not the greatest of signings. Any landmarks? Oh, spoiler alert. Wonderkid City are Papa John's Trophy winners. Wonderkid City, so although they finished second, they have silverware this season, the Papa John's Trophy. They beat Swansea 2-1 in the final. Incredible stuff. Right, let's have a look at Wonderkid Wanderers. Nothing else. All the training facilities are upgraded. That's where their money's gone. But Wonderkid Wanderers have upgraded their training facilities, something that City haven't done. So that's really interesting. Let's have a look at the Legends of City, actually. Yeah, we did look at it for Wanderers. No, just myself, Y Callum, and Rosso are the favoured personnel. No one's made it into the Legends just yet. But should we have a look at the countries? British Virgin Islands we'll have a look at first. So as you can see, the team is almost completely made up of players from Wonderkid Wanderers. Let's have a look at the fixtures. British Virgin Island fixtures. So it looks like they lost to Guadeloupe. Somehow they have managed to lose to Guadeloupe in the Gold Cup playoff final, which means they haven't got to the Gold Cup, I assume. I assume that's a qualifier to get to the Gold Cup. But it looks like they absolutely smashed it in the Nations League, NA Nations League, Division B, Group 3. They're quite low down, but they absolutely smashed pretty much every game in that. Interesting. Let's have a look at the US Virgin Islands. Did they manage to win in their Gold Cup qualifier? They weren't in it, so that's fine. But they did smash the Nations League. They're in Division C, Group 3. So basically, they've won every single game. They've won every single game. And there's the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers coming up. So this coming season, there is a World Cup qualifier for the US Virgin Islands. And I would assume for the British Virgin Islands as well, yes. They've both got a World Cup qualifier. Now, I've got my eye on that. Is there a chance either of these teams could qualify for the World Cup? With the personnel they've got, you wouldn't bet against either of them, really, would you? But yeah, that's definitely something to bear in mind. We finished Season 2 with Wonderkid Wanderers winning the league and Wonderkid City getting promoted. Well, that was brilliant, guys. Season 2 is over. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I think we could be going quite far, quite fast. So yeah, we'll have to see.